break, and we have a phone call all the way from Egypt. We have a pleasure of inquiring and listening to Hind Al-Sayyed, Foreign Affairs Editor of Al-Ahram newspaper, and the Brotherly Consultative Meeting to discuss the region's futures. Good evening, and could you tell us exactly the importance of Egypt's participation in the meeting in light of Trump's proposal to deport Palestinians to Egypt?
Good evening first to you and to all your audience. In fact, it is known that President Trump came to politics from business sector and real estate sector. He's a man of deals who is clever at counting profits and loss in any procedure he's about to take. And through this mentality, he is practicing international politics. So in the light of these facts, decisions that comes out from Arab summits in Riyadh and in Cairo should go hand in hand with measures that affect economic interests of the United States and Israel in the Middle East. If Trump didn't feel the danger threatening U.S. economic interests in the region, he won't show any flexibility in his attitude. Arab states are not weak and are not in a weak position because they have many and a lot of economic pressure cards towards the U.S. and Israel. This is the language that Trump understands. Arab states have many cards. One of them, they can threaten freezing Abraham Accords that were signed by Israel with Israel during first Trump administration, and which are counted as one of the achievements Trump made for the benefit of Israel. Other card is withdrawing the Arab savings from the U.S. banks, which surpasses $2 trillion. As well, Arab states can prevent Israeli airlines from crossing its airspace. Arab states as well have embassies in Israel can threaten by closing these embassies and expelling Israeli diplomatic missions. Of course, Arab states should send a clear message to Trump that decisions concerning the Middle East should be taken through consultation between Washington and Arab capitals. Arab leaders should send a clear message to Trump that they are not in a position to receive orders in order to implement them without discussions. Getting out of the current crisis in the Middle East should be through dialogue channels based on legitimate international resolutions and the international law principles that keep the Palestinians' rights in self-determination on their land. The two-state solution should be the first item on agenda in any dialogue between Arab states and U.S. and Israel. Thank you.
Mrs. Hind, before I let you go, could you tell us about Egypt's role in preparing a comprehensive plan to rebuild the Gaza Strip without displacing the Palestinian people from their homeland?
In fact, we have recently some revelations about the Egyptian plan to rebuild Gaza without moving its people, the population of Gaza, from their land. One of these revelations was revealed recently by Al-Ahram newspaper, and it states that it is the official newspaper of Egypt. It states that the Egyptian plan for Gaza reconstruction would be based on immediate action to rebuild the Gaza Strip in the light of the enormous and unprecedented destruction the Strip has suffered. In fact, Egypt aims to implement an early recovery plan to meet the humanitarian needs of the Strip, including food, water, sanitation, health care for all the population. The plan focuses on rehabilitating essential infrastructure, including roads, public buildings, electrical networks, and water systems, and the plan also seeks to revitalize the local economy before transitioning into a full reconstruction phase. It is important to highlight the international conference held in Egypt a few weeks ago to support Gaza reconstruction. The Egyptian reconstruction plan includes building safe housing units within 18 months. It designates safe zones within the Strip to relocate residents during the first 6 months. It is important also to state that the plan will involve 24 multinational companies in reconstruction efforts, including debris removal in specific areas within 6 months. But we have to state that it is important for the international community, and it is an opportunity to reaffirm global support and secure the necessary financial and material pledges for immediate implementation. Thank you.
Mrs. Hind Al-Sayyed, Foreign Affairs Editor of Al-Ahram, thank you so much for being with us on the live.